What's up, ladies and gents? It's your boy Lou Streets, and I'm back with another segment of LS Vision. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. So, some of my old subscribers may remember this, then again, they may not because the video didn't do that well. But however, when I went and saw the Avengers Endgame movie, I came home that same night and I made a video pretty much saying that they should make an RPG style video game of Avengers that's very similar to the Batman Arkham titles and the Spider-Man game that was a hit on PlayStation 4, right? So, in case you guys didn't see that video, I'll link it up here right now just to give you reference back to it. So then we fast forward a few months after that, and I think it was E3 actually, but they revealed the Avengers A-Day trailer. I think that was the name of it, but it pretty much was in E3. They revealed that trailer, and it was to show some gameplay and get us excited about this rumored title that was going to be coming out. And it actually fit everything that I talked about wanting from the RPG style fantasy that I had that would be similar to the Batman and Spider-Man titles. So then you fast forward from there, and all of a sudden this game was supposed to come out in May of this year, and then we just didn't hear anything about it. Now, I didn't do a ton of research on why it disappeared or why the title got pushed back, but I didn't know if it was like a licensing issue or if it was something related to COVID-19 or whatever the case may be, but the title got pushed back. I stopped paying attention to it, so the news kind of went under the radar as far as what was happening with it next. Today is Friday, June the 26th, and it turns out the reason this snuck under the radar to me because I wasn't paying attention for it, but they just put out another trailer and it's supposed to be extended. It's much longer. It's supposed to have more details about customization, about gameplay modes, some new gameplay for us to see, and also some revealing of the gear and how the gear system and the progression system would work. This all sounds like everything that I said that would be from a Batman game or the Spider-Man game. So I'm very curious to see this trailer. I haven't watched it. I heard news of it on Twitter and decided I wanted to watch it with you guys for the first time while kind of breaking down some of what I see in a live reaction trailer. So let's go ahead and roll the tape. Bruh, this is 30 minutes long.
I found an orphan wolf cub in the forest behind our farm.
Is that is that Kamala? Yeah, that's her. That's Miss Marvel. Yep. That's Miss Marvel. How did she make an appearance? Well, they did show her in the first part, but I didn't even recognize it was her. They didn't show her use her superpowers in the old trailer, if I'm not mistaken. And we saw some of this in the old trailer. This looks like some of what I recognize. Because basically the storyline was supposed to be that they took some type of L. Because I think Captain America died at some point. But they showed him play, so I don't know if they like flashed back or how they set it up, but he did die.
I'll take my chances.
Did you have to break the door? You can just open the door?
I think you should see for yourself. Couldn't Mr. Stark help us with this?
That Bruce? Yeah, that's Bruce. Oh yeah, because our Tony is right there. Okay.
This better be good.
Yeah, that's the Captain America thing. I thought that they showed in the old one, right? The hell does Thor got on?
This is our fault.
You know what's really messed up about this is, so I'm invested in this because, like I said, watching Endgame made me want this game to be a real thing. I wish it was the actors from the actual movie. I don't remember. Oh, okay. Iron Man fought the Hulk. Okay, so they still got team dissension as usual. They stick to that storyline consistently, having dissension amongst the team, and it's like the Avengers got to assemble and still come out and save the day. I done seen a few skins already. They showed Iron Man's what's his name? I forgot what that skin is called. I want to call it like the Hulkbreaker or something. I forgot what it was called, but they showed that Iron Man skin, the one from the Endgame movie. But then they showed the white joint too, the all white joint. So look, then you still got that skin right there, and Thor didn't have that skin on when he fought in the A-Day trailer. So what are we talking about, man? Because it feels like they're gonna dump all the content into this that I expect. The War Table, I called it War Room. It was the War Table. That's what it was called.
Marvel's Avengers War Table is your direct source for all things Marvel's Avengers. We've got a great show lined up with new trailers, new details on one of our
new trailers,
MODOK and Advanced Idea Mechanics.
MODOK, Advanced Idea Mechanics. So it is going to be co-op, like I expected. Is Warzone... I bet a Warzone is like a raid situation or something. I bet Warzone isn't like... What I want to know is it a possibility for them to make PvP on this? Because if you guys remember, what was the third Batman installation on Xbox 360? That was Origins. Origins had a multiplayer mode, and the other Batmans didn't. I don't know why.
You unleash diseased, powerful beings that wreak havoc throughout our nation. So I ask you again, Dr. Banner, do the Avengers pose a danger to society?
Oh, okay. So is this playing on the storyline of what happened in not Endgame, but Infinity War, when they got divided on the whole? I forgot what that was called. Don't you hate when you're trying to cover a trailer and an ad pops up? But tell me in the comments what that thing was called. You know, the document from the Infinity War. I forgot the exact name, but it seems like they plan on that because they just had Dr. Banner in a congressional hearing of some sort, asking if the Avengers were a threat.
And the revolutionary Adaptoid Project offers a world protected by science. Tarleton, a victim of 8A himself, uses AIM's technological might and the public's fear of Inhumans to convince the world that the superpowered are uncontrollable and cannot be trusted.
Oh, so we plan on the X-Men storyline. Mutants are bad, people with powers are bad. You get rid of them while like developing some type of technology that pretty much is like some New World Order type stuff. They got MODOK out here. I didn't even recognize that was MODOK because he looked full body. Oh no, because that wasn't him with the big brain. Okay, I'm bugging. Who is that with the big brain? I don't recognize that character. Who is that? The big brain in the car that was talking to Kamala. Who is that? Yo, they really going all out. Look at all these old issues. They're gonna play skins based off of this too. They going all out. I'm feeling this. This is gonna be what I want it to be by the looks of it. Let's just see what the content consists of.
The Avengers have ever faced. But a teenage fangirl named Kamala Khan doesn't trust AIM. In fact,
Kamala Khan, but it's not Mortal Kombat.
fellow Inhumans under the guise of finding a cure. And she
Let me ask you guys, what do you think about the storyline in regards to them putting Kamala in? Would you rather it be just the Avengers? Because I kind of don't like the fact that we got Kamala, but Captain America, I know he's playable because they had some gameplay with him in the old joint, but I don't know how playable he is. Or like, he's probably just, it feels like he's in side missions. Unless they flash back the story to before he died or something like that. Or you play up to a point and then he dies and the story continues. Because for all we know, that don't got to be the launch when they show this whole A-Day thing. This gameplay footage was captured for pre-release. Alright, this is a different gameplay scene compared to the last one we seen. Because the last one was on a bridge. I'm assuming like the Manhattan Bridge or something like that. Is that even a bridge? I ain't never been to New York. New Yorkers, tell me. Don't insult me in the comments. Enlighten me. Educate me. Don't bash me. My man's got one lens in his glasses.
They appear to be attacking the city. Keep rolling.
Oh, that's right. That's the I do recognize that actually. It's an OG issue where Thor is rocking that. I don't know the exact issue or what the story title was, but I do remember actually seeing Thor wear this. Because he had a fake name that was like D Blake something. I forgot the name. See, he looked dope like that. But at least what they really should do, they should put his skin from the movie in. And now that I think about it, did Batman do that? They had a movie skin in? Like, it would be nice if one of the skins was all of the characters from the actual movie. That would really be hype for me. Thor's a god. So, this is one thing that I remember distinctively from the last trailer, right? And it looks like, yeah, this is just well, it's not cinematic, but they're not going to show it because it was in the bottom right corner. So it was like a circle to the bottom right, another circle to the bottom left, and a big circle in the middle. So I'm assuming it's like an RB, LB, both bumpers type of super move, or I guess R1, L1 if you play on PlayStation. But I'm thinking that the abilities are like that, and there's got to be some type of progression system that like chains and links, because most things don't let you have every single power. I think Batman Arkham Knight might have gave you every skill by the end of the game. But most games don't do that. They kind of make you develop a style, like a rain style, a rush down style, a magic style, an ability style, something like that. So I wonder what do they give you on this one. And the thing that I also wonder is like in regards to the missions, like let's say I want to progress up all of my characters. Do you have to play certain characters for certain missions? Or is it you play who you want and build up who you want because you love this person? Because like for instance, let's say that there's a mission where you're required to fly. Only Thor and Iron Man can fly. Natasha can't. Captain America must not be playable except for certain parts of the game, based on everything that I've seen. But I'm not sure about that, so I'm not going to state it as if I'm fully accurate. And then obviously Kamala can't, or how do I keep calling her Kamala? Ms. Marvel can't fly, and then Natasha's human, so clearly she can't do anything spectacular. I mean, Hulk could play like a mission with some aerial mobility because he can jump so far. But if we were like requiring straight flying, then obviously Hulk can't do that either. So that's all tricky.
On my way. Hulk, you got this?
Is there a well? I mean, I guess I'm assuming there has to be a health system, but it's not on screen. If I ain't mistaken, I think Batman's health system is never on screen, so you might not necessarily need that. Just don't get destroyed by the enemies. Bro, he looks like when he hits him with the lightning in that way, and he was all blue. Didn't he look just like, what's your man's name from Watchmen? Dr. Manhattan? Is that his name? Dr. Manhattan? I ain't seen Watchmen in a long time. I think that is his name. Again, New York people, don't kill me if I'm wrong. I love comics, but I'm not a super duper fanboy. I loved them a lot more when I was younger. Now I just have the heroes that I like, so I'm not gonna be phony and act like this is my area of expertise. I just like what I like. See, that enemy just said you killed Captain America, and who else will fall before your hammer? So that leaves me like, I remember seeing Captain America get gameplay on this game. I just feel like it's gonna be a side mission, or either the story plays up to a certain point and then you lose Captain America. I don't know how you will be able to revitalize Captain America, so I'm curious about that one. And I'm wondering also, with me not reading like none of the, I stopped reading the comic books when I was a teenager, you know what I'm saying? Like I loved comic books a lot when I was a teenager. So I'm also wondering if this whole Captain America being dead thing, is this coming from any particular point of a storyline, or if this is just like freestyle to create a new game and new experience for us? Because some people are like really anal about that. I'm like that about Batman in certain ways, where a new story can be amazing because it provides new perspective and a new adventure. But on the flip side, if certain things aren't holding true, then I'll get annoyed. Oh, that's definitely a Easter egg to the classic scene from Iron Man 1. That's definitely what that was. Remember when he shot the big tank and walked away? That definitely had to be a tribute. That wasn't an accident. I'm feeling Thor's mobility. Iron Man better be just as dope in the air. Thor looks indestructible almost. I just hate to see him in his silly ass t-shirt and jeans. Give him that God gear. Put that God gear on. This looks amazing though. Like, look at the environment. This actually would it be blasphemous for me to say that this potentially looks better than Batman? And I feel like the only reason that could be potentially accurate is because being that Batman is human and uses gadgets, all of this visual stuff isn't on screen. Like with Thor having his thunder and his lightning properties, look at this, you know what I'm saying? Like, it provides a different perspective to the game because everything's exploding, everything's flashing, everything looks amazing in that way. So it might not be a stretch for me to say that this almost looks better than Batman. I'm gonna be a little bit biased because honestly, those Batman Arkham games are my favorite games in Batman history, really in video game history. And so that's why I said from here on out, if you had a hero game that was coming out, you should always base it on that Batman model. And that's why I think Spider-Man is a hit. The funny thing is, right, so I plan on getting both next-gen consoles. I've been going back and forth about buying a PlayStation 4 just because of the fact that I don't really feel like making that purchase when next-gen is right around the corner for the holiday. And it's already June, so that's like, what, 4 or 5 months tops? The thing is, when it comes to the Spider-Man game, because they modeled it exactly after the Batman game, it makes me want to play it. I'm not even really like a Spider-Man fan. I don't love Spider-Man. I know a lot of people was like crazy about Tom Holland and Spider-Man. He's not a big deal to me. Oh, the Biofrost ability. I'm not mad at it. The reason I feel like they got to make missions based on characters because if it's not, who's not going to play Thor all the time? Thor's just godly. I mean, he's a god. But back to what I was saying about Spider-Man. If you build every heroic game in that fashion where it has this style of a camera, and then it has like the progression system and all these like different mobility techniques for your character to use, you're never gonna go wrong with it. And now that Batman showed you the model, no hero game should ever be bad again. If they got a quality roster as far as who the heroes are and who the villains are, or anybody that captivates us, no hero game should ever be bad again. Just follow the Batman model. So I'm assuming that's just like a little preview of that mission, and that's done
A
with.
single-player campaign experience focusing on a specific
Single player campaign,
hero missions
which would lead me to think you have to play other characters if it's single campaign.
showcase the variety and depth
Let's see,
of
select
our
mission, select difficulty, track mission, tame.
Let's take a quick look at
So it's got like levels based on like it's like the levels are based on your level. Like if I go to do a mission and like my level requirement is like 15, then I can't go to like the mission 30 because I'm not strong enough. So it has that regular RPG progression system, of course.
Mjolnir to pin enemies from a distance.
See, look down at the bottom right corner. That's what I was talking about abilities. So those are the two bumper abilities right there.
The God of Thunder has
So they do have a progression system: melee, range, intrinsic ability, intrinsic overcharge. Okay, cool. So I wonder, do you get access to all of them, or do you chain and you have to kind of pick a style?
for a comic.
Because the point of it is to give you the options to play that style.
Enemies for bullseyes with Mjolnir.
They're the bumpers again. I was talking about with two abilities. They got manual targeting. It's actually the same targeting system as
Powerful ground
Anthem almost.
You've got a mighty combo. Manual targeting is a great ranged attack, but if up close and personal is more your style, go with
Manual
the
targeting. Then here's the melee attacks. So yeah, it'll build based on what you want. I'm definitely going melee. You know I gotta get down and get the sauce. What's a heroic move?
heroes have 3 special heroic moves
Okay, this is what I was talking about. So see, right bumper, left bumper, both bumpers.
and support. When designing our heroics,
Support, assault, and what was an ultimate? What do you say? Ultimate support and assault?
play. The assault heroic charges the fastest, and in some cases, you can store multiple charges. To
So assault is more offensive and it charges quickly, which I'm assuming means they do a little less damage.
with normal attacks. For instance, Natasha's assault heroic is Widow's Bite, which is an electroshock projectile.
Ooh, that's the joint she had in the movie. Remember that?
Using it right here.
She used that move in the film.
Each hero also has a unique support heroic that's designed
Support
to
heroic.
co-op and team play. For example,
Okay, so this is when you run in co-op and you want your teammates to be
let's
stronger.
channel the power of the gods to supercharge his Odin force and grants a period of invulnerability for nearby team members.
Oh, that's dope. See, Thor's one you want.
Action when Iron Man gets the buff as he
So when he flies by, he gets a buff of invincibility because that's his support mechanic. That's hard. That's dope.
definitely worth the wait. They have
Yo, this okay. They're delivering. I'm starting to see a lot.
Bifrost
You see the like even did you see the call when Thor was flying over the top? He had teammates down bottom. They're coming through with this.
taps into Muspelheim
And then this is the ultimate ability. Is that selectable? Does it change or is it always one thing?
bridge to do maximum damage.
Does it show other ultimates? I gotta think intrinsic overcharge gotta be something like that.
Melee,
Melee, ranged,
ranged, aerial, and
aerial, and ground attack. Okay.
your hero to your place
So rage, grab. So it's different for everybody because
experience. They
Hulk says combat, grab attacks, rage, and heavy attack. So it's different styles. So it's not 4 styles for each character. Every character has their own unique style that's going to be titled as something else.
begin to see how unlocking and mastering the separate core skills offers a ton of depth and variety on its own for every hero.
Yeah, they coming through. I like it. These style of games can never be bad anymore. Look at the OG Thor skin. Oh, gear?
Later game progression.
Well, yeah, I would expect the skins, but they get gear buffs.
Your Thor will play differently than my Thor, and my Hulk will play different than yours.
Hulk and Thor can play different than each other because of the gear that you choose to pick, the abilities that come with, and the style you play with.
Previously talked about the different rarities and how
So there's some type of currency because you see those 6 things at the bottom left, and if you look like how it says Pim, Oscillator, and so on, there's currency in this. There's currency with which there's some type of currency to build and increase your gear and probably unlock new gear.
Eagle-eyed fans probably noticed his laser sweep was green instead of red.
His laser sweep was green instead of red because of
When you have
a
Gamma
buff.
equipped, it grants a
Gamma chamber, heavyweight breaker, proficient protection. So those currencies are down there or something. And then you saw like with the equipment, it had a recent requirement. It had a requirement of these 3. So it's basically a combination of the Batman skills and then kind of like Think Division. Think Division when it comes to gear.
your history to bring so many classic outfits to the game. Each hero
They bringing out them skins, boy.
drawn from some of the most
I like that OG skin right there for Thor. What the hell, Hulk? Hulk like a big gangster. Gangster Hulk.
pain by completing
The mobster.
and deciphering patterns.
So there's riddles aspects to this also?
There's Iron Man's suit from the 2014 Original Sin storyline.
Okay.
Blake, which is a nod to an
Donald Blake, that was the name I was thinking of. Donald. I knew it was something that started with a D. I just can't remember what the name was. Donald Blake, that's what the name was.
Tony's Stark Tech outfit that that was inspired by the Bleeding Edge armor.
Okay, I like this. So you know what? Maybe the reason for the pushback was just to add more content and get things under wraps as far as like making the game awesome. This seems like a very ambitious attempt. It doesn't seem like they're going to leave any stone unturned, so I can handle the pushback if that's the case. I just thought it was something different. Emotes, yeah, every game has emotes now. That's just inevitable. Look at the Ragnarok skin.
Just some of the ways you'll be able to build and spec out your heroes. Okay, I think it's time for another trailer.
What do you need a card for?
And how all that customization is especially fun when you play
Co-op and war zones. Is there any PvP aspect? What would the card be for? Just for, I mean, customization, I guess, but usually like most cards are available when you play a game that's a multiplayer where you kill your opponent, and they show that. They're gonna show some co-op though. Let's see what co-op's about. Well, man, we know what it's about, but I wonder, is it story based or is it like side missions and stuff like that? I wouldn't mind a co-op story, but then it's like you gotta play with your one homeboy, with your one or two homeboys, because you don't want to miss out a mission with each other.
I could pull some strings to spruce up the armory.
Play your
Also
way.
Some new toys to play with, dangerous ones.
I'm feeling the gear aspect. It looks like there's 4 pieces of gear. From what I thought I saw, I think I seen 4 pieces of gear over there. And then there's just obviously different levels and categories to what the gear does. I wish you got more Hulk, or not Hulk, but Captain America instead of Miss Marvel. But I mean, I can live with it. But look at the co-op. So, is that a mission? Rebuild the helicarrier. Okay, so I get it. It's a little bit of blend of Division. Like, you remember in Division how you build your base? That's literally what this is. Assemble resistance. Was that resistance helping them out from like building up some type of? Is that what they meant by that? It didn't say, it just showed it. Because there's no commentary about the voiceover guy right now, and I don't want to have it too loud because I didn't want to like conflict with I didn't want to conflict with what the voiceover was saying versus my actual commentary, so I'm not gonna have the volume that loud. Was that a combo attack? I believe that it was, because he did mention that earlier. Yeah, I mean, it looks extremely ambitious. Like, the graphics look amazing. I just hope the HUD makes things very logical and things make sense. It's not like an overkill. You know, like sometimes with these role-playing games, like when they want to give you like a currency system, like a progression system, it can be a lot of overkill. That's what Division felt like at times. I want to feel like that I master my character at some point. This looks really big and ambitious. Is that it?
We talked about the story, hero missions, and
Did he mention war zones?
now
Okay, here it is. Here war zones is right here. Warzone seems like more of a challenge type of mission.
zones are missions which you can play with up to a total of 4 players.
Yeah, he just said it.
With an AI companion team made
Solo with AI up to 4 players. You got to play that with the homies.
Whether playing hero missions or war zones, you always make forward progress with your heroes.
Hero missions or war zones. So there must be a story aspect. I'm assuming that's what hero missions are. And the war zones seem like challenges to get incredible gear.
Co-op trailer, each mission is grounded in story. So whether you're in the campaign or war zones, you're always working together to stop, aim, and rebuild.
Each mission is grounded in story. So whether you're in the campaigns or the war zones, you're always working together to try to
Hank Pym
complete
and
that
Roy
section.
Kent
Okay.
from Marvel history.
Man, see, this is the type of...
Board the Quinjet, where you can matchmake, switch heroes,
Matchmake, switch heroes. See, 4 pieces of gear. 4 pieces of gear. I saw 4 pieces of gear over there. And it just had different things that each one could do.
Across the globe, you'll realize AIM has entrenched themselves in cities and remote locations alike, all in the name.
And AIM seems to be the main enemy. I wonder, is like, are any classic villains going to come out, like an Ultron or something like that, you know? Or is it just all strictly about the story? Or at least if they would just put them in for a side mission, if they're not part of the main story, I'm not mad at that either. This looks really, really ambitious, but you would have to play this with your friends. You don't want to play this alone. You would have to play this with your friends. You're like, hey, bro, you got to come home and get on the sticks right now. We got to play together. We got missions to beat. I'm letting y'all know right now, when I do my videos on this game, I'm running Iron Man and Thor. I want to fly. I'm not trying to be on the ground. I might run Hulk so I can jump, but I need to fly. It's probably going to be Iron Man and Thor. I want to shoot missiles and fly. Iron Man is everything the Anthem was supposed to be, basically. It looks exactly like Anthem when Iron Man's in the air. Imagine having Iron Man flying, but then you equip him with some good melee powers. Oh man, that'd be sweet. Iron Man fighting up close, but then still flying and getting his sauce off in the air.
The Resistance is a group who have banded together in the 5 years since A-Day. Some are inhuman and have powers. Some are former SHIELD agents.
Okay, so when you build the Resistance, they help you out with perks. So the Resistance is just people that support your side of the fence. Some human, some got powers, some don't. So it's basically just building up the base. I wonder how long does it take? Is it like super epic and takes forever to build it up?
Like the Inhuman Alliance and SHIELD agents Dum Dugan, Nick Fury, and
They're your man's Nikki.
manufacturing reputation will give you access to new challenges,
Hey, Avengers. Hill has something she needs your help with.
new vendors, and more powerful items. There will always be new threats on the horizon, so you want to ensure your Avengers are ready for anything.
Damn, look at the gear though, fam.
A lot today.
Just powering up.
That's kind of the point.
What's the hours of gameplay in this? They mentioned, I don't think they stated campaign hours. This game can have an epic amount of
This is
hours.
just a global high-stakes race to rebuild the Avengers, to save the Inhumans, and uncover the truth about AIM's plans. That's just the beginning. This is a brand new original Avengers single-player story that you can enjoy on your own, made the Crystal Dynamics way. But it's also an
This shit gonna be
experience
dope.
to play with your friends that will
Uh-huh.
grow as we add new heroes,
Nick Fury look pretty young though. I don't know about Nick Fury having a fade like that.
all at no additional cost.
Free DLC, so all the DLC gonna be free.
Following us and believing
That's fire to hear. That's really, really good to hear all the DLCs gonna be free.
Thank you for caring and telling us what you think. We're listening, and as fans ourselves, we're all working every day to.
So if there's something they're responding to, I guess me not keeping up with like the game when it got postponed, I just missed out on some of what the stuff was, because they make it sound that they building this based on what the fans want, and everything looked pretty dope, to be honest with you.
In the coming months, we'll talk about our first post-launch hero, our upcoming beta, and of course,
Beta
our launch.
and a launch.
Marvel's Avengers arrives September 4th.
Pre-order now for beta access. Oh, so September the 4th is when it's coming.
I'll see you next time.
3 months? That's not super far away. That's not super far away. Okay, so granted that this video is already like roughly 28 plus minutes because of the trailer being so long, I'll be very, very brief with this. Now, from a perspective of just looking at things from like a first perspective view, it looks promising. And the main reason I say that is because the content. I didn't know if they were gonna like dump their all into the content, and granted that's just like a small preview of what is to come. And they mentioned the fact that the DLC will be free, so they plan on making this game they plan on giving this game an extension of replayability. So like it looks like you're gonna be able to play this a whole lot without it getting redundant, and that looked better than what I anticipated, just based on, you know, there's a currency system. I didn't expect the division aspect to be incorporated into it. I thought about Batman. I knew there would be a progression system, but with Batman, if I'm not mistaken, I don't remember there being a ton of different gears to equip. I remember you getting a gear and putting it on, or getting an ability because of a gear. But it seems like with that one, you can swap things out and really pick a playstyle. That's going to be pretty awesome, and I didn't expect that. And then on top of that, it's not like you have melee, ranged, power for each person. Because of their specific skill set, everybody actually has 4 different categories. Like Hulk has smash and rage. Thor had like power and melee ranged attacks because he got a hammer to throw. You can't really give the Hulk a ranged ability unless it's like his Hulk smash, but how many moves can he have that like really reaches out and has like a large attack radius? So it actually looks better than what I expected. I'm not a fan of seeing Ms. Marvel. I hope there are some Captain America surprises. They did say with the DLC that there would be new skins and new heroes and new missions, but the main thing that caught my attention was new heroes. So when we say new heroes, are we just talking about random people from Marvel? Or are we going to start bringing in people from other universes like Wolverine, some X-Men, some stuff like that? Obviously, Captain America is going to be playable at some point. They mentioned Pym, so I'm thinking they mentioned Hank Pym, so I'm thinking there's going to be an Ant-Man appearance. Like, this can get pretty smooth. What would be really crazy is if they added Ant-Man, and when you shrunk him down, the enemies got larger running around him, and then got back up when he, or they got back smaller when he came back up the size. That would be crazy. But I mean, with this video being 30 minutes, I don't want to really pretty much drag this on, but I'll just say for now, granted we have 3 months until the actual launch date. I believe they said September the 4th was the launch date, so obviously a beta should be coming before that if you pre-order. The only thing that sucks is it's on PS4. I think they said that. So I would have to buy a PS4 just to have it if I wanted that beta at that time, because I don't know if that Xbox release date is the same. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. Like it looked promising based on what I know about Batman, all the Arkham games, and the Spider-Man game. There is really no way they can drop the ball with this. And based on what we're seeing, it looks like they putting all their eggs in one basket, shifting all their chips to the table. They want this to be a large success. It looks to be a very ambitious and large game. I just wonder, the thing that I would like, you know, sometimes with these really big games, they make them never ending. What I would like to have, and this is what I love about Batman, even though it breaks my heart a little bit, but this is what I love about Batman Arkham Knight. You play the game and you progress for so long, you can do the side challenges. However, when it comes to the main game, you get to a point where you do complete it. Right now on my Batman progress, I think I'm at 110%, 150%, whatever the number was, I forgot because I haven't played in a long time. But I know whatever it is, my Batman doesn't have any missions left in the main story mode. So it'd be nice if they have that, because the one thing I don't necessarily love about RPG games, sometimes they can just be too long. Like, never ending has an upside and a downside. I like to feel the accomplishment of completing the game. So if you can complete this game at some point, master your character at some point, maybe come back through and play it again with a different character, or however they set things up. I don't know if missions are character specific, but we'll find that out in due time. But what we saw as far as this War Room trailer went, was it War Room? War Table. As far as this War Table trailer goes, it looked promising. It looks like it should exceed my expectations. So I'll be looking forward to it. I'm just glad to have some official news about it, because like I said, when this went under the radar, I stopped paying attention to like any news about it, because I thought it was gonna get lost in the sauce. But it seems to be back on track. September is the key date that we're looking at, September the 4th. So until that time, keep you guys updated on the Avengers content as it comes out. With that being said, I'm gonna wrap this one up. If you guys did like the video, please hit the like button for me, and of course hit subscribe. It helps out my channel a lot. I'm still small, would love to grow, and I need you guys' support to do so. So until the next time, it is your boy Louie. I am out. Peace. Looking forward to assembling Thor and Iron Man all day. Thor and Iron Man all day. I'm not playing nobody else. If you see me cover this game on my channel when it does come out, just know Thor and Iron Man, we flying and we shooting lightning around. Till the next time, peace out. Wow, you're a super dasher. That man's gonna press right trigger no matter what. Let's get it. All right, we got him. That man's gonna get his right trigger on no matter